Join me as I take on the challenge of passing the IELTS reading. Did you know that over 4 million people take the IELTS exam every year, yet many struggle with the reading section? Let's change that. Today, we are diving into the strategies and tips to master the IELTS reading in 2025. This will help you achieve your desired score. Many students find the IELTS reading section challenging due to several reasons. 1, it could be due to timing. 2, diverse question types or maybe complex tests. The timing of the exam is quite tight, with only 60 minutes to answer 40 questions. The diverse question type also pose a challenge as you will encounter everything from multiple choice to true false not given and matching questions. The complex test that you will be reading can be tough to understand, especially if you are not familiar with the topic or the vocabulary used. This can be significant, but with the right approach, you can overcome them and achieve a great score. I will discuss the effective reading techniques such as skimming and scanning, which can also help you quickly to identify the main ideas and supporting details in the text. I will also talk about how to manage your time so as you can make use of the 60 minutes you have for the IELTS exam. The different types of questions you will encounter in the exam will also be covered, so as you can know what to expect and how to prepare accordingly. By understanding the different question types and how to approach them, you can build your confidence and improve your chances of getting a higher band score. The key to success also lies in practice and understanding the test formats. Now, I will review the top strategies that have helped my students to obtain band 8 in reading. One of the most important strategies is to practice under time conditions, so as you can simulate the actual test or actual exam experience. Another key strategy is to focus on your weaknesses, whether it is particular question type or a certain topic, and work on improving those areas. By combining these strategies I've said earlier with a solid understanding of the test format, you can set yourself for success and achieve a desired score. Now, mastering IELTS reading involves strategic practice, familiarizing with the format, and effective time management. Now, IELTS reading is divided into 5 categories or into 5 types. Now, the first one is matching information. The first one is what is matching information. The second one is true false not given. True false not given, or also yes no not given. Let me say it again. True false not given or yes no not given. The third one is matching authors. Matching authors. The fourth one is matching information. The fifth one is matching headings. Matching headings. While the last one is multiple choice. Multiple choice. Now, the filling gap has to do with filling in the incomplete sentence. Now, this aspect of the IELTS exam has to do with filling in an incomplete sentence, filling in a missing word. Now, the filling gap can also be called sentence completion. The filling the gap can also be called sentence completion. Sentence completion. Sentence completion, or completing the sentence. Now, this place happens to be to the IELTS, whereas it's like filling the gap. You have to fill in the missing word. Now, when it comes to IELTS, there are passages and there are questions. There are passages and there are questions. You have to read the questions and go ahead and read the passage. You have to read the passages first, then go ahead and read the questions. Now, I also love to talk about the tips, maybe 8 or 10 tips that I always give my students. Every of my students that has aced this IELTS exam in one sitting, they made use of it. And I would also love to give everybody here. I also love to give everybody that might be watching me. Now, the first one is what? Filling the gap. You have to fill in the missing word. Now, there's a word that is missing on your question. Now, there's a word that is missing on the question, and you have to go to the passages and match it in. You have to go to the passages and match the missing word. Go and look for it. Which word is missing? Which word is what is missing? Now, let me give you the major tips or the major things that is required in reading. The first one is what? Take note of instructions. Take note of it is more, to me, it is paramount when it comes to IELTS reading. It is important. The instruction given, how many words are you meant to write? How many words you are given? How many words? Instructions is something that differentiates someone who has a band score of 7 above and someone who has a band 4 or band 3 or band 2. Why? Because you don't follow instructions. You don't follow instructions. Now, how many words are you meant to write? Is it a word or a two? Or is it one word or two words? You have to check. You have to check. Now, I would also like to tell you that give it to them the way it is given. Now, don't add to the words to the answers. Don't subtract from it. If the answer is dog, D-O-G, and within you felt that okay, they've made an error, it is in plural form, it is dogs, D-O-G-S, you miss it. If the answer is dogs, and within you feel the answer is dog, you also miss it. So just write it the way it has been written for you. Just write it the way it has been written for you, and you will get it. So pay attention to instructions, and also giving it back to them the way they've given you. Don't add, don't subtract from it. The second thing that I would love to take note of is what? You don't need the passage, as part of what I was trying to say earlier. You don't need the passage. Go straight to the question and look for it. You don't need the of the passages. You don't need to read every passages. Just go straight to the question, look for it and answer it and move on. As long as you're not asking it, move on. Move on. Move on. Don't wait. Don't read the topic. The topic can have an interesting topic, and it might, as soon as you're done, you might keep on reading. No, it is wasting your time. I said there are 60 minutes for 40 questions, and to be candid with you, that 40 minutes, some majority of the time is not even enough. It's not enough. If you are given 40 questions for 2 hours, everybody will have band 8.5, band 9. But when it comes to IELTS, it is 60 minutes for 40 questions. 60 minutes for 40 questions. So as soon as you're done with the question, move on. Move on. The third thing I must take note of what is proper nouns. Proper nouns. Proper nouns helps you to be able to locate your answer speedily. It helps you to be able to locate your answer vividly, accurately. It helps you. What's an example for now? A name, a location. This kind of words cannot be paraphrased. You can't paraphrase them. They cannot be paraphrased. Now, the fourth thing is what? Picture the question in your mind. At the back of your mind. Now, picture the question. Let me just do it with this first. Picture the question on your mind. Why? Because it helps you. It's what? It helps you. How is it helping you? Because if you picture the question in your mind, you don't have to start flipping pages, the passages. You don't have to start flipping the pages back and front. No, it would have stick to your mind. It would have stick to what you are looking for. So it helps you. It also saves your time. Now, skimming. Skim when reading passages and scan answering them. This aspect helps me when I was doing my IELTS exam. Skim when reading passages and scan when answering them. It helps you. Why? Because it saves time. I will even tell you that you should do as if there's an hot yam in your mouth. Be fast. Why? Because if you are reading it word for word, does not help. It's delaying your time. It's delaying your time. And I want you to also know that the sixth thing is that what? Don't panic if you can't answer some particular questions. Why? Because we have about 34 to 35 easier questions and 5 questions that might be very hard for you to get easily. So there are easier questions on ground. So if you are having issues on a particular question, leave it aside. Leave that kind of a question aside. Leave it aside. Leave that kind of a question aside. Leave it alone. Go to the simpler questions. That saves the time. Now, as soon as you are done with your IELTS, you can now go back to the ones that you've not answered. You can now go back to the difficult questions. You can go back to what? To the difficult questions. Don't waste so much of your time. You can't answer some particular questions. Go, move on. It helps. The next thing, which happens to be maybe the seventh one, is that synonyms will let you know if you get the answer correctly. Synonyms will let you know if you are even right. Why? Because IELTS will paraphrase. It's most likely that they will paraphrase the question for you. You won't get the answer word for word. You won't get the question and the answer word for word. It will be paraphrased. It will be rephrased. And paraphrasing is like rephrasing it. Now you have to be very careful, because if you are seeing a word for word, it could be a trap. That kind of a question could be what? It could be a trap. So you have to be very careful of it. Look into it in details. Look into it in details. Now the eighth one, I've said it, I think I said it earlier. Have the back of a mind to read. So it can save your time. Have the back of a mind not to read. Now the eighth one, which I think I should stop. The eighth one is read the question first. It's more better to understand the question than go to the passage. If you can understand the question first, it helps you. It saves time. Understanding the question first saves time. Why? Because there are two ways at which you can get it done. You can understand the passages first, then go to the question, or understand the question first, then go to the passage. But I've tried it too before. I've tried it too before. I tried to time myself. The most appropriate one I love to give my students is understanding the question first before going to the passage. Once you understand the question first, it helps you. Once you understand the question first, it saves time. It saves you time. It saves you time. Now, let's go back to what I'm emphasizing earlier. Now, the filling in the gap. You must read the question first. Are you with me? You must read the question first And please, if you are enjoying what I'm teaching you or what you are learning from, please don't forget to like this page. Don't forget to like the video. And please don't forget also to subscribe so as you can be seeing multiple videos. Now, when you subscribe, it saves time. So as soon as you drop a video, it pops up on your phone or on your system, and you can view it again. Because when it comes to our videos, they are majoring on how people can pass at a sitting. Why? Because when you search it, Smart Academic Services, we are known for people sitting at once. Our center is known for students sitting at once. So now the reading session is very paramount, it's very essential, it's important. Now you have to read the question first. Now when you read the questions first, it saves you time. So when you are going to the passages, it saves you time. You can be able to locate what you've read. You can be able to locate the question. You picture it on your mind. So it saves you time. It saves you the energy. It saves you what? The energy. It saves you the energy. Now, you must pay attention to the instruction. How many words? Is it a word or two words? Why? Because if it's a word, one word, I went and wrote two words, you also miss it. So these are certain ways how people just normally fail IELTS. When it comes to reading, these are one of the ways. They don't check the instructions. They don't check the instructions. Now, going forward. Now, the second thing that it is also applicable is the true false not given. Sometimes they can put it as yes, no, not given. The true false not given can also be put as what? As yes, no, not given. Yes, no, not given. But you must pay attention to the instruction. You must check the instruction. Is it true false not given, or is it yes, no, not given? Now, when say something is true, what does it mean? True means, I said there are passages and there are questions. So true means I've read the question. Now, going to my passages, it can be seen. The information is provided. The question and the passages, they tarry with each other. When I read the question and I check the passage, it tarries. It corresponds to each other. It corresponds to each other. Now, when it comes to false, it means when I check the question, I saw the question, I read the question, and I went to my passage, and I cannot see it. I can see it, but it is different. It means that it is contradicting, the question is contradicting the answer. Now, for example, they said, Mr. Smart is dark, very dark in complexion. Now, that is the question. And in the passage, I saw that Mr. Smart is light in complexion. So that is contradicting each other. That is opposite in meaning. They are not corresponding to each other. They are different. They are different from each other. They are different from each other. They are not the same. That is false. Now, not given to me, it means two things. It means that one, it cannot be seen. We can't see it. I checked the question and I went to my passage and it cannot be seen. It cannot be provided. I can see it. It cannot be seen. It is not provided. The second thing that you must note when it comes to not giving to me, I feel like when there are extra informations. For example, they tell you Mr. Smart is right in compression. And in the passage, I saw that Mr. Smart is right in compression. He also has 4 iPhones. Nobody knows if I have an iPhone. It is not stated in a question. So that is what it is not. There is extra information. When there are extra informations, it's not given. Now, when it is yes, it also means true. When it is no, it also means false. Not giving me the same thing, the same word. The same word. The same word. But you must follow the instruction given. You must what? Follow the word, the instruction provided. How many words? Now, the third thing is the matching authors. The what? The matching authors. When it comes to matching author, it means that who is an author? Let me start with that. Who is an author? Who is an author? Who is an author? And an author is someone who has written something down. An author, I am also an author. I tell myself, I say it can also be an author. Anybody is an author. Anybody is an author. So for that, we can, to me, I feel so for that you can write something down, something meaningful, I would say, and somebody can, it has a meaning. I mean, it has a meaning, and when I get to search it, it is meaningful. I can screenshot. Now, there are certain number of people that when they write and they put their name, they are author like that. When they write something and it is them that wrote it, the idea, the words were written by them. And they wrote it, and it's maybe an article. They're an author. To me, it does not have to do with publishing something online. You can be an author. It does not have to do with what? Publishing something online. Publishing something on the internet. That does not really make you an author. So everybody is an author. So far that I can write something down and somebody can say, oh, it is Mr. Smart that said this. It is Smart Academy that posted this. We are an author. Now, I would love to mention about 3 people. 3 great people. 3 great people. Now, I will mention 3 names. 3 names. The third name happens to be the most. Please pay attention. The third name I'm going to mention happens to be the richest among them all. The third person I'm going to mention happens to what? To be the richest among them all. Now, the first person has to do with Marvelous. Let's say Marvelous says Nigeria. Let's say people should not leave. Now, let me quote our word. People should not leave Nigeria. Stay back in your country. People should not leave Nigeria. Stay back in your country. Now, the second person is Victor. If Victor says, Nigeria will be great, but stay back in your country. And the third person happens to be Smart Afolabi, or let's say Professor Birona Smart, or let's say Dr. Smart Afolabi, or let's say Mr. Smart. Let me use Mr. Smart. Mr. Smart says, Nigeria will be perfect. Stay back, or let's say Mr. Smart says, Nigeria will be perfect. Travel first, when it is perfect, then come back inside. Who says Nigeria will be great? Who mentioned Nigeria will be great? That is still what? That is Victor. That who says Nigeria will be great? That is Victor. Who says Nigeria will be perfect? That is Mr. Smart. The third person stated something else entirely, which is going to be accountable for the third word. But you have to use what I said. You have to match what I've said. You have to match my name, my author. Now, each matching author can also be called matching researchers. Can also be called list of researchers. Can also be called list of people. Can also be called list of authors. Can also be called different names. That's different names. But what matters most is you understanding it. You would understanding it. You having a deeper understanding on it. You having a deeper understanding on it. You having a deeper understanding on it. Now, IELTS is simple. IELTS is simple. To me, it's one of the easiest exams. It's an international examination, but the IELTS reading is very simple. Once you follow the strategies I've given you, it becomes even more easier for you. Oh, Mr. Smart, some people fail IELTS. Oh, Mr. Smart, some people say IELTS stuff. Don't follow the trend. Don't follow it. Some they don't even attend class. They don't even attend coaching. They never attended it. They only tutor themselves. Now they add maybe a very low score or a score that they don't that they did not meet up their targets. Oh, the IELTS is difficult. Oh, I read IELTS before. Don't follow them. You are being tutored by Mr. Smart. You are being tutored by Smart Academy Services. You are being tutored by one of the best tutors, or one of the best tutors that IELTS can ever have. IELTS is simple. Now, multiple choice. Let me go with multiple choice. Multiple choice is the fourth one you must take note of. Now, when it comes to multiple choice, you are given an OBJ. OBJ of letter A, B, C, and D. Now, I will tell most of my students, I say, do you know that IELTS give expos? I tell them, I say, do you know that IELTS give expo? They'll tell you, how do IELTS give expo? I tell you that IELTS give expo in sense that they give you OBJ. And the answer is part of the OBJs. Now, if IELTS give you letter A, B, C, D, in your multiple choice, your answer is there. In letter A, B, C, D, there's an answer we say for you. So, they give you an letter A, B, C, D. This is the only section where they give you an expo. This is the only section where they can give you, where you can get to predict your answer. You can only get to predict your answer in multiple choice. Although you can also get to predict it in true, false, not given. You can also just say maybe true, false, or not given. But when it also comes to multiple choice, you can also predict your answers. Even if time does not permit, you can just predict the answer B, C, A, D. But every time I say, go with B's. Why? Because if you are going with A, you can go with anything. Or you can even go with C's. Though don't try to do B, A, C, D. You might miss everything. But I'm sure that if you pick B, at least you might get an answer. If you pick C, you're also most likely to get an answer, because when it comes to multiple choice, there is mostly like that. It's either mostly B, C as well. IELTS is important. Now, when it comes to multiple choice, like giving it at A, B, C, D. Now, when I was taking my exam, when I was about to take my IELTS exam back then, this aspect happens to be the most toughest, or let me say, the most challenging for me. I prefer 2000 given. I prefer matching information. I prefer them. I prefer matching authors. I prefer matching heading. I prefer matching information over multiple choice. But at the end, I realized that multiple choice is one of the easiest. Multiple choice is one of the easiest. Now, why is it easy? I said, hey, you'll be given an obj. Now, also in multiple choice, in your first question, they can tell you, according to the writer suggested that. Now, what are they talking about the writer? Now, I'm happy to tell you that in letter A, B, C, D, in the question, when you check the passages, you also find it there. Letter A, B, C, D, when you check the question, when you check the passages rather, you also find the question, like how it is written, they also took mention of it. But which one best match it? Which one best fit in? Bless me. Which one best fit in? Which one best match it? I'm on letter A to D. Which one best match it? Which one best fit in? Among what? Letter A to D. Among letter A to D. Now, in your next one, they might tell you in the second paragraph. That means that once you have got, if you can see what the writer has suggested very fast, you can move to the next question. You can what? You can move to the next question. They can tell you in the second paragraph. So, remember what I said? I'm on the tips. Don't waste time. Don't waste time. Don't waste time. Don't waste precious time. Why? Because there's no time. We didn't know, you didn't pick of an eye. They might tell you 10 minutes more. They might even tell you 20 minutes more. Now, the next thing that might be coming, it could be 10 minutes more. 10 minutes more. When you tell you 10 minutes more, trust me, if you're not very careful, you could be having some feelings that there's kind of feeling that will come to you immediately that hey, this is meaning about 15 questions left. Hey, this is meaning about 10 questions left. This is meaning about 10 questions left. So always try as much as possible to answer questions very fast. Now, there have been several people that have told me that they've attended listened to several people. Some of them will tell you that use 40 questions to answer, use 40 seconds rather to answer each question. Some of them will tell you that you should use 1 minute to answer each question. But 1 minute is not even enough. 1 minute is what? Is not enough. Now, if you're not very careful, why I say it's not enough is because that 1 minute, if you don't know, it might turn to 2 minutes if you're not very careful. It might turn to 2 minutes and you will not know. You will not know. Satamas, you will not know. No. N-O. Abi, you will not even know anything. You will not know. You will not know. You will what? You will not know. You will what? You will not know where your time will pass. Some people tell you that I attended this person's class, I attended a tutorial online, I saw that this and that. Sometimes you have to be very careful of who you listen to. Are you with me? You have to be very careful of who you. I once had a student. Let me share this with you. I once had a student that she listens to different YouTubes, different people talks. She listens to different people, set of people. Different set of people. Numerous people. Now, she has attended different tutorials. Different people are taught her different things. These kind of people are very hard to take.